Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to yet again another Fallout video. So far in all my Fallout videos, I've praised the game with some reasoning, but in this video, I'd like to get a little bit more in depth and tell you guys in detail why I love Fallout. And I would like to do this video in somewhat of a top 5 and get started on a new top 5 series. But I really can't put the reasons why I love Fallout in order. I do like some reasons more than others, but like I said, this isn't exactly a top 5. It's the 5 reasons why I love Fallout. So let's see how you guys like these types of videos, and let's get into it. Starting off with one of the biggest reasons why I love Fallout, and maybe even broken up into other reasons because this one is so big, and that is the feeling of progression. And what I mean by that is I don't feel like I'm wasting my time just doing stuff in Fallout. You get XP for almost everything, or at least get some loot. It doesn't feel pointless to explore or settlement build. And the reason why I bring up exploring and settlement building is because if you didn't get experience or benefits for doing either, I would probably enjoy them a lot less. And I know I would still do both of those activities if you didn't get XP, but it wouldn't nearly be as enjoyable to me personally. It's the little things like this that give Fallout more replayability to me, because right now I'm around level 65, and even earning that little XP for finding a new area or just building stuff in the settlement system, in the long run, you know, it just feels so worth it. And overall, it just feels good to build my character and unlocking new perks, knowing I get to keep them forever. You know, this may sound a little bit weird, but it just feels good, man, to me. And, you know, I just like the feeling of progressing and just making my character feel stronger. It's just something I really enjoy in the franchise. Like I said earlier about the first reason leading into other reasons, another reason why I love Fallout, man, I'm gonna probably say the word reason a lot in this video. It's already happening so much. Someone try to keep track if you can. But anyway, another reason why I love Fallout is leveling up and earning perks. I know this is pretty similar to my first reason, but I wanted to talk specifically about leveling up and getting perks. There is nothing better than hearing that level up sound and being able to unlock a new perk or special. That's also something else. I know some people hate in Fallout 4 how you distribute your 1 point after leveling up versus Fallout 3 or New Vegas. But there's a process I've recently been doing in Fallout 4 that I really like, and I'm sure there's a lot of others out there who are doing it. What I like to do is I see perks I don't have that I want to unlock in the long run. So what I do is I put points into that special and unlock the perk. For example, just to make it more simple if you don't understand, let's say I have luck 4, but I wanted the critical banker perk, which is at luck 7. What I'll do is for the next 3 levels, I'll put my points into luck and then actually get the perk I want with the 4th point. This strategy, if you could even call it that, is really fun and satisfying for me, and this really works out for me because I pretty much have all the perks I want that I have unlocked, so this makes leveling up for me even more fun. Moving into the next reason why Fallout is the shit is the worlds within each Fallout. And something I mentioned in my last Fallout video is that I never played New Vegas yet, so I can't talk about the world in that game. But I do know that I really like the worlds in Fallout 3 and 4. Now, if you asked me right now which one I liked more, I really couldn't tell you. At this moment, I'm really enjoying the Fallout 4 world because there's so much to do and something around each corner which I really do like. But something to keep in mind is that I beat Fallout 3 about 3 or 4 months ago, and I haven't played the game since. And I'm just thinking about my experience with the game and its world, and I'd really like to revisit after I'm done with Fallout 4. And even though it's only been about 3 months, I feel some type of nostalgia for Fallout 3's world and atmosphere. Actually, that reminds me something interesting. When I played Fallout 3 for the first time, it's like I felt this type of nostalgia, and it's weird because it was my first time playing the game and it's not even that old. but I think that would have to do with the way the game's atmosphere is and how it presents itself. I also have that nostalgia feeling when I play older games for the first time, like Doom or Half-Life. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here, I'm just rambling. So yeah, the worlds in Fallout are great with a lot to do, and part of the reason why I like them so much mixes with my other reasons why I love Fallout. I get to level up while I explore the worlds, and that's actually a huge one for me. As you guys know, I do love getting my XP, but I have played many open worlds like Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row, Far Cry, and many others, but none of those games feel as good to explore than Fallout. Plus, the Fallout worlds get atmospheric and intense as fuck sometimes, so that just adds on to the experience. Another reason why I love Fallout, and this reason is very short and just to the point, and that is the fact that Fallout is an RPG with guns, and this may sound a little weird or a bad reason why I like Fallout for some of you, but before I played Fallout, I wanted to try some RPG games because I like their concept, but none of them really appealed to me because I mostly like first-person shooters, so games like Dark Souls, The Witcher, or even Skyrim didn't catch my interest, but I am thinking about playing Skyrim after Fallout. Anyway, since Fallout is an FPS and an RPG, it immediately got my attention. Plus, everything Fallout does is nearly perfect to me, like the time period and just the way Fallout presents itself. Honestly, it feels like it's made for me, and I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. I can't go too in-depth with this reason, it's just that Fallout is an RPG with guns, and I simply love that. Finally, with the last reason why I think Fallout is a dope-ass game, is kind of what I said in my last reason, just the whole presentation of the game. I just love the whole 50s and 60s vibe to the game, from the clothing to the vehicles you'll find around, and oh man, the music. Don't get me started about the music. As someone who can pretty much only listen to rap, the Fallout music is so good. Like the song The End of the World, man, that's my shit. I get happy every time that song comes on. It is so good. And my boys, the Ink Spots, with classics like I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, and maybe those guys could spit some straight fire. But yeah, guys, the radio in the Fallout games I think are the most enjoyable soundtracks, but I'm not gonna let it all go to my head. It's not the best soundtrack, of all time or anything. I can't forget the original Doom soundtrack. Nothing could beat that. But anyway, without getting off topic, I think it's cool, like this feature is cool that you could turn off the radio and listen to the natural sounds of the world for immersion, because sometimes it will get intense as fuck, and it's awesome. It's also interesting how the game presents itself before the action even starts. By the way, if you never played Fallout 4, very minor spoiler, I don't even know if I would even call it a spoiler, but in that first scene of Fallout 4, when you're in the world before the bomb drops, it's just so cool to see how Fallout 4 shows its world in the 50s and 60s style. Like, when I played that first part, I was just walking around, checking everything and enjoying it as much as I can because I knew it wouldn't be there forever. And they do something similar in Fallout 3, but it's about being in the vault, and I do think it's really cool in its own way, but I really like how Fallout 4 pulls it off. But to sum up this last reason, the 50s and 60s vibe is awesome, and the music is sick as fuck. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my reasoning why I love Fallout so much. I felt the need to discuss this, so in my future Fallout videos, you guys know what I like and what I'm looking for in Fallout. And in the future, something I'd like to do is the reasons why, most people like Fallout, because this list was specifically for me, but it would be cool in the future to do a video why most people like Fallout. But anyway, I'd also like to hear why you guys like Fallout in the comments. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new and looking for some Fallout content. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.